Hey Tottenham fans, welcome to another video here on the channel. Your daily space to understand, analyze, and discuss everything that happens behind the scenes at Spurs. Today's topic is heavy, direct, and involves one of the team's main leaders. Christian Romero broke his silence and made harsh criticisms of the Tottenham board after the last Premier League game. A strong public statement that exposes internal problems that go far beyond the pitch. What does this reveal about the club's current situation? And how far can this situation escalate? That's what we're going to dissect now. The situation came to light shortly after the closing of the January transfer window, minutes after Tottenham's draw with Manchester City. Christian Romero used Instagram to express his frustration with the lack of players available to Thomas Frank. The Argentine defender was substituted at halftime due to illness, something confirmed by the coach himself. As a result, Radu Dragusin finished the match as the only available central defender, since Mickey van de Ven was out with a knock and Kevin Danso was recently injured. Even so, Tottenham managed an impressive draw after trailing 2-0, with 2 goals from Dominic Solanke. Nevertheless, Romero described the situation as shameful, stating that the team only had 11 players available, highlighting the impact of injuries and the club's limited transfer market. Christian Romero's post immediately resonated in the English media and among Tottenham fans. Outlets like Sky Sports and the BBC highlighted the defender's unusually harsh tone, as he is seen as one of the team's leaders. For many analysts, Romero's statement was not just an emotional outburst, but a clear message to the management about the team's management. On social media, the fans were divided. Some fully supported the Argentinian, stating that he verbalized a collective feeling of abandonment and improvisation. Others expressed concern about the public exposure of the problem, fearing impacts on the dressing room. Still, the consensus is that the lack of depth in the squad has reached a critical point and is difficult to ignore. Internally, this episode could have significant effects in the coming weeks. The pressure on Thomas Frank is increasing not only because of the results, but also because of the constant need to adapt the team in the face of injuries. Tottenham is only in 14th place in the table, and every point becomes vital. Behind the scenes, the board may be forced to reinforce its support for the project or even bring forward decisions that were planned only for the European summer. Furthermore, the relationship between players and management is under scrutiny, especially when public criticism comes from a name as prominent as Romero. With crucial matches approaching, the atmosphere at the club will be decisive in determining whether Spurs react or sink even further this season. Christian Romero is not just another player on the roster. Since arriving at Tottenham, the Argentinian defender has established himself as a technical reference point, an emotional leader, and a symbol of competitiveness in a team frequently accused of lacking intensity. A World Cup winner with Argentina, Romero carries a high level of internal self-criticism, something common among players accustomed to high-demand environments. On the pitch, his absence exposes clear defensive weaknesses, especially when the squad is already suffering from a series of injuries. Off the pitch, his words carry weight precisely because they come from someone who has always demonstrated commitment to the club. When an athlete of this level speaks publicly, the message is rarely impulsive. It reflects an accumulation of frustrations and the feeling that the group is being pushed to its physical and mental limits. Romero's outburst exposes a structural problem that Tottenham has been pushing for seasons: short-term planning in the face of a long and demanding calendar. The board even sought reinforcements in January, but clearly below what the moment demanded. Thomas Frank tries to maintain a discourse of project planning and financial balance, which is understandable, but clashes with the reality on the field. It's not about spending for the sake of spending, but about protecting the squad and the coach himself. When players have to play while sick or in makeshift positions, the risk of collapse increases. Tottenham seems trapped between caring for the future and neglecting the present, and this type of conflict usually exacts a high price. Thank you so much for following along with another complete analysis of the behind-the-scenes happenings at Tottenham. The moment is delicate, but the season is still wide open, and the decisions made now will weigh heavily on what lies ahead. I want to know what you think about all this. Romero's attitude, the board's planning, and Thomas Frank's work. Leave your comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because the next few days promise important new information about the future of Spurs.